If you're running a drive-in or flatbed right now and you're not making money, you're probably going to the wrong markets. So today we're gonna go over which markets are good for the drive-ins, the flatbed, fuel prices, and see what's going on with these hot market condition maps. Right now we're gonna take a look at the national averages. Remember, these are just national averages. Whatever they are, you should be getting a lot higher if you're going to the right markets, getting good freight. But this is just a baseline where we should be looking at. So drive-ins are at $2.31, which is not bad at all. I know a lot of people are making a lot more, and the flatbeds are at $2.59 national average. Again, this is just the national average. The long hauls mess this up. So if the national average for a drive-in, for example, is like $2.31, if you're being smart, going to good markets, you should be averaging closer to $3 a mile right now, minimum. Here's a look at the drive-in hot market map, just an overview. As you can see right here, there's a lot of good red areas. As you can see, the West here has a lot of not good areas. So you want to play smart, you want to stay in the good areas, and just because it's red does not mean anything. You have to dive in there, check out the numbers, see what the load postings look like, how the truck posting looks like, and you really have to analyze the market. So let's get into that right now. We're going to start in the Midwest. We're going to start with Milwaukee. Milwaukee's looking 4,700 loads posted, 377 on the trucks. Chicago's showing almost 10,000 loads, a little bit over 3,000 trucks. That's a little bit too many trucks for my liking. And then you got Southern Chicago showing over 7,200 loads and 1,700 trucks. So right there, it's a really good area. There's a lot of volume. There is a decent amount of trucks. We could do a quick load search, maybe do Chicago within like a 100-mile radius and see how the freight's looking like. But from what I've been hearing and seeing, these areas are very good. You're gonna get a very decent load out of this area right now. Let's take a look at these load postings. I did a 150-mile radius from Chicago. I know it's Friday afternoon, so I did for today and tomorrow, just so we can see like Milwaukee and Chicago. But let's take a look at this, 773 a mile, 258 miles, Elmhurst to Ann Arbor. I mean, that's a really good rate. And if we open this up, no comments, like no multiple drops, nothing. And then look how cool this looks. If you go to loadhunter.io, you put my promo code in, you see right here how you see the freight broker's credit score, you get a map. And then you know if the broker's good or not, then you could like comment like negative or positive stuff about the brokers. Load Hunter is really cool. They sponsored the channel. Check them out. Just noticed that. So just a shameless plug, I guess. And you got a whole bunch of more stuff. Look at that, the PA 511 a mile plus $4. So many loads over $3 a mile, and this is Friday after hours. Imagine if you're during business hours negotiating the rates, you would definitely get a great rate out of the Milwaukee, Chicago area, 100% for sure. Let's start looking at the Midwest a little bit more. We'll get into Indianapolis here, over 7,100 loads posted, 1,100 trucks. That's a really good ratio. Cut those loads in half, double the trucks. You're still doing good. Let's see Grand Rapids, Michigan, over 5,400 loads posted, 710 trucks. Obviously, the winter storm has a lot to do with this. Detroit showing red, over 5,300 loads, 610 trucks. Toledo market looking good, almost 4,000 loads, 257 trucks. Columbus, Ohio, smoking, almost 7,800 loads, 655 trucks. Cleveland, Ohio, 9,600 loads, 625 trucks. And then Pittsburgh, not really the Midwest, but we'll just consider it right now. 4,800 loads, 280 trucks. Let's go down to Louisville, 3,700 loads and 329 trucks. So basically right there in the Midwest, anywhere you're there, you're definitely gonna be good. We're not gonna load search every single market. A lot of them already done, like Columbus and Cleveland. They got great loads, great rates out of there. But if you're anywhere right there, staying in that Midwest, you're definitely making the money right there. So I definitely recommend if you got a drive-in, try to get to the Midwest as much as possible right now while this market is hot and while the rates are up right now. Let's jump over here to the East Coast. We'll do Central PA. Look at that, over 7,000 loads posted, 453 trucks. Northern New Jersey, absolutely smoking, almost 12,000 loads, 575 trucks. Harrisburg area as well, 6,500 loads almost, 337 trucks. Maryland even jumping in there with 5,700 load postings, 313 trucks. That's absolutely crazy. Let's do a little radius search around like Jersey, PA, Delaware area, and let's see what kind of loads are popping out of there. It is considered a backhaul state, but even though there's so much volume there, that if you're open to going wherever, you are going to get a decent rate out of there for sure. Let's go 150 air mile radius from Newark, New Jersey. Look at this, $12.82. You know, for a short run to Brooklyn, you probably don't want that. Don't want to go on an island. $5, $4, almost $5, $4. So many good loads. Like look at this one for example, like Cardiac, New Jersey to Charlotte. Let's take a look at it. Delivery, yeah, it is a nighttime delivery on the 31st. That's tomorrow. So I mean, that's still. I mean, I probably wouldn't do this one. Let's see what else we got. See if anything going to a good area. You don't want to go to Jacksonville. I mean, Orlando. I mean, you could go to Jacksonville, Orlando. You know, 285 a mile really wouldn't be worth it. Do a short run in PA for 388 a mile. I mean, you still got a lot of good loads, man. Especially if you're taking like over 230 national average out of that area, I think you're gonna be good, dude. Going to Atlanta, Georgia, no extra comments. That means no extra drops. At 245 a mile. I mean, that's not bad at all. Franklin, Kentucky, 260 a mile with 2 drops. Frankfurt and Franklin. I mean, that's not too far from each other. So, I mean, you still got like really good rates, especially if you're taking 450 a mile going there and you're coming out of there, at 260, 270 a mile, you're going to do good. So there is a lot of volume, and not even to mention, this is not during the day, this is after business hours. So if you're negotiating during the day, you are going to get a lot better rates, and the brokers are going to be desperate because all the brokers are probably home already. Nobody's trying to book trucks no more. The day is over. Let's jump into the south here. Let's start with Florida. I still don't trust it, but look, it's red hot going there. Miami showing 4,200 loads, 221 on the trucks. Orlando showing 4,800 loads, 382 trucks. Jacksonville, Florida showing over 2,600 loads, 143 trucks. Like, I don't want to search up the loads, but I know right now, even out of Florida, people are still getting like right below $2 a mile. Some cases a little bit over $2 a mile. So maybe it's not a bad idea to go to Florida, but research the market yourself. Make sure you see like loads coming out of there. You are going to get money, because I don't want you being mad at me later. But then you got like Atlanta, Georgia, super hot, dude. Almost 13,000 loads, 786 trucks today. Again, these numbers are not 100% accurate. Cut the loads in half, double the truck counts. Montgomery, Alabama, a little bit over 2,000 loads, 183 trucks, still not bad. Augusta, Georgia, 5,300 loads, 322 trucks. And then you got Charlotte market, over almost 8,000 loads, 665 trucks. Still a really good market. Then we go to Texas, like Dallas. There's going to be a lot of volume probably. Yup. Almost 8,700 loads, 865 trucks. And Houston, over 11,000 loads, 558 trucks. Again, these areas are known to try to pay a little bit less money. When you got this much freight and this little amount of trucks, somebody's going to get desperate. They are going to pay you. So we could keep on looking, but look, I'll zoom out. I wouldn't go anywhere west right now, dude. Honestly, I would stay east of the Mississippi right now. Get your money. Maybe Utah's doing a little bit good. It is showing over 4,000 loads, 200 trucks, but still, are you going to risk going all the way to Utah and then take another good load going to Washington or something? I don't know if it's worth it. I would be staying east of the Mississippi with the dry vans right now and make your money right now. That's just my opinion. Do what you want. Do your own research. But if it was me, I'd be staying there right now. Holy truckamoly. Look at this flatbed hot market map, dude. Everywhere is red, dude. It looks like a child with a red crayon just came and just drew all over the place. We're going to jump into this a little bit. I'm not going to be searching loads on this one. I just want to make this video a little fast so people know what's going on. I am going to show you the hot markets. Please do your own research. Search loads of the market you want to go to before you go there. But just based on the numbers, I can tell you which markets are going to be decent and which ones are not. So let's get into the flatbeds right now. Let's start off in Chicago, north. Over 4,000 loads, 148 trucks. Definitely would feel safe there. Chicago South, over almost 3,300 loads, 97 trucks. Would feel safe there. Indianapolis, 2,400 and 91 trucks. I still say you're good there. Cleveland, almost 6,000 loads, 92 trucks. Definitely good there. Columbus, Ohio, 2,300 loads, 57 trucks. I still say you're good there. Pittsburgh, absolutely smoking. Almost over 5,300 loads, 70 trucks. Definitely will feel safe there. Northern New Jersey, 2,600 loads, 54 trucks, but all the areas around it are dead. So, like, just be careful so people from other markets are not coming to take your loads there. West Virginia's, all that kind of stuff I really don't care about. St. Louis, not looking bad, 2,169 trucks. Louisville, over 2,031 trucks. Memphis, Tennessee, over 4,300 loads, 104 trucks. That's definitely a good place to be. Then we're going to start getting into the south, absolutely smoking hot. Huntsville, Alabama, over 4,200 loads, 47 trucks. Birmingham, 5,300 loads, 45 trucks. Montgomery, Alabama, almost 5,200 loads, 37 trucks. Mobile, Alabama, almost 6,000 loads, 83 trucks. Atlanta is looking 4,184 loads, 150 trucks. Charlotte's looking decent, over 4,000 loads, 67 trucks. Little Rock, Arkansas market, man. This one's been smoking, dude. Over 9,200 loads, 48 trucks. Shreveport's been smoking. Over 6,200 loads, 60 trucks. New Orleans, 2,846 trucks. Houston got a lot of volume as well. Almost 6,400 loads and 325 trucks. And looks like Dallas fell down a little bit. And once again, just like the same thing as the dry vans, I really would not trust anything west of the Mississippi right now. Why risk it? When you see you have all this red area here, Why would you even risk going that way right now unless you have to go home or whatever, man? But if you see this side of the United States is hot, bro, just stay there. Stay there, make money, take advantage of the market while you can, because this is not going to last forever. I hope it does, but we all know it probably won't. So stay where the money's at, please, and take advantage of it. If you guys don't have DAT, the link is in my bio for a discount. Get it. It's a great load board. If you don't have it, I'm surprised you don't. If you already have it, I don't have a discount for you, but get the better version, get the hot market maps, as well as Load Hunter, great Google Chrome extension. And don't forget, go to bobbyloads.com, sign up for my weekly newsletter. I remind you of my videos. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time.